Okay. Hello everyone. Today's video we are going to discuss the process and the basic functions on our system, which is the catalog management. But before we start, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Karil Kabaktulan.
My name is Marivi Bagaipo.
My name is Izumi P. Dayondon.
My name is John Kenneth Digonsan.
My name is Lawrence Aldebar.
My name is Kay Francine Tobio.
And we are from this IT2B. Miss Bagaipo, you may now start your part.
So, good morning everyone. My name is Marivi Bagaipo. Now I will provide an overview and insight into a login process. This code is defined a method name is empty that check if certain text fields in a graphical user interface are empty or have valid content. If the conditions are not met, it displays warning message using J option pane. Dialogues and returns false. If all conditions pass it returns true. This Java code is associated with a button click event, JButton one action performed. It typically used for handling a login scenario. It checks if the entered username and password match a predefined admin account, admin and admin123. If the credential match, it creates and display a new instance of the admin dashboard, make it visible and disposes of the current frame. If the credential don't match, it displays a warning message using a G option pane dialog indicating incorrect email or password. Nawala na. Nawala na. The last is this Java code is associated with the mouse click event of a toggle button, JToggleButton1. When the button is selected, it reveals the characters in a password field, JPassword field 1, by setting the echo char to 0 and change the button text to hide. When the button is not selected, it hides the characters in the password field by setting the echo char to bullet character and change the button text to show. This provides a toggle functionality for showing or hiding password characters based on the state of the toggle button. That's all.
Miss Isa, you may now start your part.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Izumi P. Dayondon. This code is the fade form, especially when opening other form. Next. Gina. This part, the character of the K that was pressed, then it checked if the character is the letter using. The character is the letter. If the character is the letter, it set the quantity field not as not editable and display an error message on the label saying number only for quantity. Okay. This function is the same with the quantity kpress. The system exit line is used to determine the Java virtual machine with an exit status of 0 point. This essentially means it's a clean and normal termination of the Java program. Log, log out kay. This code presents confirmation dialog asking the user if they want to log out. The dialog provides option to choose between yes or no.
Mr. Kenneth, you may now start your part.
Good morning, everyone. My name is John Kenneth Digonson. Now I will provide an overview and insights in the CRUDs. So first, as you can see, this Java code right here is triggered by the button click, which is the J button 10. It facilitates the update of product information in a table-based graphical user interface. It verifies that a single row is selected, retrieves data from input fields, update the corresponding row in the table, notifies the user of the successful update, and finally refreshes the input fields while disabling the button to maintain a coherent user interface state. Next. Second, this Java code right here is associated with the action performed when a button, the J button 13, is clicked. It checks if essential fields, the text name, text quantity, and text description are empty. If any fields is empty, it sets an error message in a label, which is the label error, indicating that the user needs to fill out all the fields. If the fields are not empty, it proceeds to add a new product to the table by creating an array with product details, getting the table model from JTable2, adding a new row to the table model, displaying a success message, and refreshing the input fields. Next is the third part. This Java code right here handles the event when a row in the JTable2 is clicked. It retrieves a data from the selected row in the table model, which is the default table model, and updates various UI components, including the text fields, text name, text description, text quantity, and the text price. An image component, which is the image avatar, and potentially a button. The code ensures that the UI reflects the details of the product when a row is clicked in the table. The last part, this Java code is associated with the action performed when a button, which is the JButton1, is clicked. It retrieves data from the JTable2, the table model, and creates the product model objects with the extracted values, then adds them to an array list, then creates a new instance of the user class. That populates the table and the user frame with the product model objects and makes the user frame visible and disposes of the current frame.
Ah, okay. So good morning, everyone. I am Lorenzo Saldivar, and this code right here is when the button is clicked, this method invoke it assign the result of get product icon method to the variable image path. The image path variable is likely used elsewhere in the application to reference the path of the selected product icon. So this is our product card model. So this is where the title, description, price, the one to display, and the circle icon is where the our product image will display. Product model. So this code defines a Java class called product model, which represent a model for a product in a graphical user interface application. This class serves as a simple data model for storing and manipulating information about a product within a GUI. It is intended to work together with a product card class, providing data for displaying product information in a graphical user interface. The product with private fields, this code is the product with private fields for product name, description, price, and quantity has a constructor to initialize these fields. We also use getter and setter methods to access and modify them. The class is a part of the catalog management system and it provides a basic structure for representing and managing product information.
Hmm, 31. Admin, user. Kanina. Okay, let's start. So, this is our catalog event action performed. This code is to retrieve the selected item from combo box named category combo box and stores in a variable name search. This code is a calls a method wherein the method is here at the last point. Or later on, I'm going to discuss that part. User. So this is a calls a method, and we have the add J scroll pane. So we have two type of scroll pane. We have the table scroll pane, and we also have the product scroll pane. And we have the repaint. This is necessary after adding or modifying components to ensure the changes are visually reflected. And lastly, we have the revalidate. Revalidate is to clear and update the panel. For example, if you add a component to a panel or change its layout, it would call revalidate to ensure that the layout manager adjusts the position and size of the component accordingly. Now we have the create a panel. This method name create card panel that takes 5 string parameter. This is the 5 string parameter and return to a J panel. So inside this method, we have the product name, description, quantity, and prices. We also have the image icon. Excuse me. Created from the image path. So, components are added to a card panel using border layout to organize the different region if saan siya mapupunta. So, we have the name north, for the description center, for the quantity south, for the price south, for the image is west. So, this code involves for searching based on a selected category and displaying the result in JPanel 3 and creating uh, individual panels or a card panel for each product with details like name. So, as Mr. Saldivar discussed earlier, that we have a product card. So this is our product card, wherein the data is currently be involving will be input here and will be displayed on our J panel scroll, which is the J panel scroll 2. It will display all the product wherein wherein it will it will based on the selected category and each product with details like name, description, quantity, price, as well as the image. And let's move on to inside the method of a get data. So first, let's break down the functions. We have the get data admin. This get data admin is retrieve data from a table, wherein we have a table in admin and it populates the current table with the same data. So we have the first table in our admin form. We also have the table for our user, wherein we also hide the table in the user so it will reflect the catalog form for our product automatically. So the table in our admin and in user are both the same. And after that, we have the get data. Get data. So it retrieves the selected item from Excel book. Then, if a selected category is all product, it alliterates that it alert it alliterates through the rows of the table and creates a product model objects and add them to a product model or a list and display them in a GUI using add cards here. After that, it will clear here. After that, it clears and update the panel to reflect the changes. So, add in table. Add in table. Um, Add in table is taking a list of product model objects and populates the table with this data. And we also have the keyboard. Keyboard retrieves text from a text field. It clears the content of a panel or a catalog panel. It also alliterates through the rows of the table and check if the product name starts with the entered key text. It also creates product model objects and add them to the list and display in our JScroll panel. Overall, overall, this method in our system is part of managing and displaying product catalog form. It also it also interacts with table, panels, and combo box, and involves filtering and displaying product information based on user input. So that's all. Hello,
Wala.
Miss. Last but not the least. Okay. Miss K, you may now start your part.
Hi, good morning, everyone. In our system, the search function JText field is for triggering the search product or data. Our action perform our action perform code is it retrieves the search product from the product catalog model. The lowercase indicate that used to convert on the characters in a string to lowercase version. That trim, parentheses, semicolon indicate that used to remove leading and trailing white spaces from a string. And if user input or type in the product name, it adds product cards to JPanel and JScroll pane to filter models or search product. JPanel 3 that repaint parentheses semicolon is necessary after adding or modifying components to ensure the changes are visually reflected. JPanel 3 that revalidate parentheses semicolon is clears and updates a panel to reflect the changes. And also we declare a J option pane message dialog. For the search product, the information message and error message if the users input product name and it declare or show message dialog product found. But if users input product name that does not belong to any categories or product is not available, it declares error message product not available. And that's for our search bar function.
Okay. Okay, now we are going to demonstrate on how we run our system. And now we are going to demonstrate on how we run our system. As Miss Belepo says that our username and our password was already intact in our code. So our username is admin and our password was admin123. And we have the toggle button here. It automatically hides and show. Again. We have here the four type of buttons. We have the add, clear, update, delete, and upload. We also have the view as user. But first, let me introduce the CRUD, which is the adding, clear, update, delete. Let me just add some products. So, this is the key press where Miss Isa told us earlier the quantity is set by key press where number only for quantity and also for price, number only for price. For quantity, once we input here numbers, it will automatically um, fade the error message. And we have the upload. And we successfully added. We have the clear. We also have the update. We also have the delete button. And in view as user, here we have here the all products, phone, where there are many types of category we have, but we only add one product only for phone, just for sample only. Okay. Oh, this is the search bar. This is our search bar. Once we search for not available products, it will show product not available. And we have the back button. Still the data is in our table, in our user form. I mean the admin form. Hmm. Okay, back. And now, let me try to log out this one. So, once I log out, it will automatically bring you to another login form. And that's all for today. Thank you for listening. Thank you, everyone.